Max live right now. We should be too. Man.
Already.
Stream key needs to be in the encoder, but I don't know how to. Where that goes. So 51, 160. Audio should be 160. Video bit rate. Encoder preset. That's recording. We're streaming. So the encoder should be here. Enable custom encoder settings. Is that this? Okay. We did it yesterday. I know it can be done.
It worked perfectly.
Well, we were just on a second ago.
Okay.
Literally. Don't use hashtags on Instagram. Um, all right, so here it should say start sending us your video from streaming software to go live. All right, go to paste stream key into your software. But we already have that. Right, because when we go into we have the YouTube RT MPS and we have the primary server here. And they're both non-droppable, so I can't, it's already connected. I can't ignore it, I can't disconnect, I can't do any of these things. There's no button to push. can't move this either. I could enable it. I don't know. I feel like fucking with all that. Oh. What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Sure. Great. I don't know why it won't let me sign in here.
That's for the chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now live on your channel. Let's try this again. It should be live right now.
Let me just see. I'll go to the channel. Oh, it's working.
I don't know why I can't see it on mine. I'm right here on YouTube on my channel.
I see it.
All right, well, cool. So it's working even though this is saying it's not working and I can't see it on YouTube. That's really helpful.
That's so weird.
Zeft. Okay, well then we got to get you on screen.
I am on screen.
Oh, I'm sharing my screen with you.
Oh.
Okay, so I got to okay. Oops. Wrong button. It's 98 it said. Wait, that's not right. 98. Boom, so we'll lock you. This is so wild. Anyway, so here was the idea. I'd have to do it in Canva, I think. But anyway, We'll get in and just look at your camera.
Yeah.
So here's on again. Directly into your camera. I want to see your eyes.
I don't see your screen, but
I'm making a thumbnail.
okay.
But anyway, get in and just look at your camera.
Yeah.
Directly into your camera. I want to see your Didn't work. Do it again. 3, 2, 1. Camera. Smile. Look good. There it is. Okay, so now I can go in. Don't care about that. Get out of there. Okay. Then I can edit this. Little variance there. Okay. Boom. So now I'll take this picture, put it in Canva, and put our thumbnail in there. I can do anything. We'd have to do this before, obviously. But yeah, so boom, here we are. Let's do some day trading stuff. I'm just gonna assume you're right here, I'm over here, and we're making it happen. We're at just open the 1045 candle.
You want me to look at it from the your channel, or do you want to look at it from the Discord?
I have to have you on my Discord full screen in order to capture that camera for the stream. So I can't look at Discord. I can't look at anything else other than the two that we're trying to show to the world.
Okay.
Which is your face.
If you're going to talk about the charts, I guess I'll have your Discord open, right?
You can look at Discord and look at the charts, and we can interface that way.
Well, if you could maybe just share your screen. Your chart.
Can I share screen, watch you, and let's see. We're about to check. We're about to find out.
Okay, cool. Now I know. I can see what you'll be talking about.
Perfect. Let me get.
All right.
This needed to go up a little bit and in a little bit. Yeah. Lock. So this is kind of what. See how I formatted it to just fit inside the chart.
Yeah.
So it's just a chart, time and price.
Cool.
I figured the time frames would still be good to have on there.
It is. Yeah.
So yeah, from here, like we already went down. So we came up, we mitigated. We came back down, we opened. Is this flip zone mitigated yet? No. So, I mean, I really feel like this is our whole range. The whole range.
I think so too.
So this was our inducement. We came up, hit the fair value gap, internal, been here. So this 2 a.m. is a good look above midnight open. This was a great pre-market trade though, from 7:30. We just went straight up to midnight. Boom. Came back down under midnight, under New York open. Boom. Haven't quite made it back there yet.
No, the price action was really good before New York opened.
Yeah, super clean.
After that, it was just range bound.
Yeah.
Which is very typical for a FOMC Wednesday.
I feel like I need to turn your volume up. We'll see when the stream happens how good it is.
Okay.
We'll have to check it out. All right, what else do we want to look at? Top down, right? So let's do our week. So far this week, we've come up into the zone that I have marked, and we're down. This new week, I don't even know what that is. The 18th to the 25th. What? November 18th, November 25th. That's too big of a gap. Anyway. So much daily. Monday, Tuesday, today. So we can see on the daily we've mitigated this entire leg, right? We came up here into the flip zone area. We took our first short there. I can get rid of all that crap. So this leg's mitigated. Now the leg up is basically mitigated to the flip daily. $12 creating inducement. This should not be blue. So we come through 12 hours. Boom, we made the break into the fair value gap. We accumulating in the fair value gap. We came into the 12-hour flip.
Nice 5-minute close.
Yeah, there's our 8 hours accumulating. So we do have a strong high there. Just entered the gap. I mean, all of it's just setting up inducement, right? This was our yesterday 10 a.m. gap, I think. Yeah. So this, remember when 10 o'clock opened, it opened up with that gap. Well, I could probably just do template here. Vib. There's that Vib. There's some equal lows right here. So since this has been tapped, let's take this 4-hour flip down here that's underneath all that liquidity. Oh yeah, looking strong right about there. All right, so now we have a buy target and a sell target. What do you think?
It's pretty solid.
So now we just kind of hang out and waiting for one of those to get hit, and then we play it. Yeah, so this is the high that made the low, the high that made the low. So this mitigated here, broke structure again. So until we break this, come back, hold demand, we're not bullish again. So right now we're in the danger zone, which is 50% of this range. Danger, Will Robinson.
Yeah. We have 8 minutes till 11.
The 1 hour. Now we start to see our indicator stuff. Down on the 1Z. See down here we had all these levels with no mitigation. So we came in. Here's 6 a.m., 2 a.m., and 10 a.m. All of them right there. Boom, 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 boom. Come back. Boom. Touch. Go. Solid. I don't have it marked now because obviously that's already been mitigated. So anything we want to mitigate would have to be lower. So that's one. I guess I could just do this.
Oh, it reached its immediate high.
Huh?
It reaches 5-minute high at 69. 59, sorry.
I heard. So that's kind of what I see here on the. There's a flip zone here too that's not mitigated, but this made it almost there. And if it's going to get here, why not get the imbalance, take the POC, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't like this low was put in, equal lows made, triple equal lows, and then we broke it here. So really the buy to sell happened in this gap. So this is the change of direction for me there. This is the change of direction for me here. And this is the change of direction there. So 1, 2, 3. We're in 1, and this would be 2, 3. Right?
All right.
So that's about, I mean, we could probably take this up. Here, that's mitigated, so there's like really not much there. Yeah, I would think that's inducement for anything up here. So we have that was mitigated. Wow, these boxes really help. That was mitigated. That was mitigated. Inducement taken. So this looks like it's just a free-for-all, low resistance liquidity run. I don't know how much I'd want to sell out of that. Are those the all-time highs?
I think so.
Yeah, because that was August. Yeah, all right, so these are all-time highs. If it's going to come up here, it's probably broken. I'm going to go further. But that being said, this POC was never hit, so internal sweep change happens. All right, that's a long way to go.
Yeah. The 1 hour might finish bullish, which might target those equal highs around 456. It's a big ask, so. We have 3 more minutes.
Awesome. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, so let's drop in. There, the flip, saw? Remember this candle opened and it was up here and I was like, it hadn't mitigated this flip yet?
Yeah.
It came to the flip. Rip. All right, so that's 68 points. So as we improve, obviously, I wanted to say this yesterday. You're the better judgment guy. You take better trades, right? So I'm going to defer all of that to you. The execution detail, that's on you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You make better decisions. Let's just call it what it is. I can do this kind of stuff and we can go back and forth on the narrative and we can chit chat and talk. But I think I'm gonna leave it up to you to push the button. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Huh?
That sounds good.
Okay.
It's teamwork.
It's teamwork, but at the end of the day, like,
Teamwork.
the further my hand is from the trigger, better we are. At the end of the day, as I was going through process in my head yesterday, I thought how good it's going to be to have to just not involve myself with what's going on. Like, I have to be the disciplined trader.
Right. Right.
What I'm seeing here is this daily open and all this
Yes,
accumulation
business.
underneath the
Yeah.
daily open.
I agree. I think you have to like take position
Yeah. So, like, are we
for
taking it
long.
out of here? Are we going to sweep these equal lows and then go up? Are we going to come up
Right.
into this zone and go down? Like,
Last minute.
yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, so it did exactly what I thought it would do here. Oh, man. Yeah. I had a position on before the market opened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got in this candle, in the 915 candle, kind of like in the middle of it, I think. And I just covered the high. And I put
Oh.
my take profit in the middle of this overall order block. But it just kept going up and up and up and up and up. So when it actually opened, it came back to below my entry, and I just closed
Right.
it. I would have hit full target, but
Oh man.
I was broke. My attention was broken. I was really trying to do, the streaming stuff, and
Right.
yeah. Do it, do it, do it, do
That's
it.
a
So I'm trying to
solid
get on.
close. Or 15 minute.
Make me an image. No. I thought that was gonna happen. So
You might enter that fair value gap before pushing back up
yeah.
in the 5 minute.
Okay, cool. I can do it. I can do it.
Enter the 5 minute fair value gap before going up. Enter the 1 minute. buyers are kind of stepping in.
Let's see if I can put it in. All right, come back down. The daily open prices. The daily open level's holding price.
Really strong. I have a hunch that might be target for the end of session.
What could be target?
For the daily open, I feel that it might be a target for the end of session, maybe after during lunchtime. But it's so range bound.
Why is it no data? Like, it should be telling me all kinds of stuff right now. I think I have to put the yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to put the thumbnail on. Ooh, dang. Oh well. Oh, that's my order. A little different on the 5-minute. It's in my midnight in my New York. This didn't make a new high this low this week. So inducement never got taken to origin. Unless it holds inducement and makes a new high, then this will be a new origin, and we can look for that. First time we made it, first time we held a low and failed to make a high. Chop, took out inducement, new high, new low, held origin. Now we're waiting for an origin. So this is all mitigated. This took out the important breaker high, the buy to sell that took this low. Yeah, these are, when they work, they're freaking awesome. It's like some kind of weird internal order block. Always works really well. At the initial, and then on the second, third issue. Oh, we just literally just
Did I
barely
just
swept.
liquidity? Let's plug you back up.
Beep, beep, beep. I think that's what we want to look at. So this is another, it's like the flip again. And, inducement, a flip. Problem is we didn't put in a new high when we did that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was able to get off of that. I sent it to your box. 1 second, it's a restroom break, team.
5 minutes. About to close. Nice. Nice push.
What do you think of that thumbnail? I can change the background of it. That's just something I
You
had.
sent it to me via Discord?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, just see. Cool.
So every morning I'll put us up. We'll clip the frame so our clothes are the same as in the stream.
Okay, cool.
It's one of those little hacks that all the YouTubers have been teaching. Like it doesn't have to like, does that tell a story? We'll probably have the chart in the background or something on other.
Yeah.
I'll just make like a format, boom, and then we'll call it whatever.
Yeah.
Two dads, one
Awesome.
trade, and then every day I'll just put our pictures on it.
That's cool.
So yeah, I thought it was pretty good. So anybody steps into the thread or the stream, they're like, oh, this is right now. This is right now.
Yeah.
And since it's live, it doesn't have to be that's what they're talking about, like all the editing and all that stuff. Most of the guys that are talking about getting into podcasting and trading, and streaming, they all say the same thing. Like, don't try to do a highly stylized, highly edited thing because
Oh, really?
yeah, you're gonna run out of energy for it because there's no
Yeah.
positive feedback loop. True. All right. So no positive feedback loop. What do we do? We got to figure that out. So just the bare essentials. We need our thumbnail obviously to speak to the audience. It was like, hey, what are they doing? Or they're going to take a trade. There's two dads taking one trade. Okay, two dads, one trade. Got it.
Yeah.
That could evolve, obviously, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's almost like we're in the same room. Color scheme's pretty
Yeah,
similar.
that's true. Yeah. Maybe if we blur a little bit, the color scheme is similar.
Yeah, it is. The thing about it, I went into let's break scene. We're gonna go into OBS again. So this is wrong. It's supposed to be over here. I don't know why I keep switching that. So when we're in OBS, mine is capturing my Mac camera. So if I want to, say, edit that in properties, filters, like there's no effect filter. Like I went into these, like Discord, you can go in Discord right now and blur,
Right.
but I can't blur because
Well,
I'm
you
not
can do
using
it.
Discord.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? So I'll either need to figure out a code, a plugin or an ad, or it is what it is.
Right.
Because I don't seem to be able to figure that piece out for myself. But for you, done. That's what I'm talking about right there, dude. Buy. These are the scalps, 64. These are the scalps. And we don't even have to 75. Oh my God.
Jesus.
What are we doing, bro? $16-point stop. I mean, the daily is not a bad target. That had given us a 4.35 R trade. And I promise, team, we're going to get to the where we're taking the one trade. We're going to get there. We just haven't gotten there yet. This looks like it's accumulating. This is fully mitigated. This leg held once, twice, supply. If I just entered market on that candle, hold inducement. Can we make it to this change? Just 45
Yeah, looks pretty
points.
good.
That leg was already mitigated.
Oh, shit.
Now we're going to take inducement out. Is this inducement, this leg? What if we did this? How big do we want our stop? Could we handle an 18-point stop and put it here?
This looks pretty good.
If the target was there. See, this quarter took this quarter. The only thing in this quarter unmitigated is up here. Doesn't have to come up there, but there's your London Open. Where's Asia Open? Asia Open's here, which we mitigated. So now we got to mitigate London Open, maybe. All right. See, we had to put the wick on this candle.
Right.
We could do that setup as well.
Yeah.
That would just change our R value a little bit if we came to the 2200. Fascinating work, squad.
Oh, the 15-minute closed. I wasn't aware of it.
So it looks like it opened low to do what? High close?
Back on.
Maybe. This looks intentional. Obviously, everything in here from 10 above is manipulation. So we worked that 3-minute angle, 10's here, so it would have made this a breaker. Where's my breaker button? So we're looking for maybe a break and retest of the breaker. So if we can get above it, come back in it and go up. Like to see price come up. Doesn't even have to make a new high. Test, come back in, test, come back up, break, come back in, retest, come back up, break. So this is the 6-hour high.
Right.
And all depends on FOMC if they want to take it take it lower, they're going to want to come and take this out.
This one, yeah, I agree.
Since this high was swept, this strong high was swept, both, then we have this origin and this whole origin here to be sell off in. So any of that's possible. Do they do it earlier, sooner, or later? Truth about FOMC is they'll probably keep it in this range until they sweep both sides. Then they'll come back in the middle probably and then pick their direction. Gone. So if we can get it,
Is it the meeting or the minutes? You know?
Well, let's take a look for our massive audience and following. We want to be really. What is this day? Today is December. What December? No. How about we just update the whole thing? There it is. Today Wednesday. So it's our meeting minutes.
Meeting minutes. Okay, it's not as bad though, right?
More hawkish than expected. Hawks go down for currency. More hawkish than expected is good for currency. So if markets go down, currency goes up. So the minutes are released 3 weeks after the Fed rate is announced, which was the end of December, I guess.
Yes.
So like this really should have no new information. And you're like, hey, yeah, remember when we talked about bringing it up? We did. Okay, cool. So will that have anything to do with anything? There's no action here. Federal Reserve officials have been signaling that further interest rate cuts are on hold, right? So they're going to hold it, which is probably going to make market go a little down. So we're looking for sweeps of highs to get involved to go down. But in the meantime, let's just go up. That's too high. Whatever, it's fine. Hilarious. Baby. See, this is why we're positioning ourselves as dads, because I don't think we can get around that.
Really choose a good direction.
Yeah, it's just got some lungs. Baby lungs. This would be almost an 8-hour trade. We just swept internal, holding the quarterly high. Left a gap behind. We have our POC here too. So we have our internal POC. That could hold. This would be a POC trade, maybe with 2 or 3 points stop if we wanted to take a POC trade. Or like our Believe trader, and she adds to positions. That'd have been a good spot to add. Colloquially known as the wick test. And it just so happens to be happening at 50% of the breaker.
Actually in a range day.
Which happens to be the opening price.
It's holding your price? It's holding opening price?
Well, the interesting thing would be we're in premium, so we could sell out of premium. No, I could even stay connected to Discord on phone to the right. I got my SMs. I'm looking for the SMTs over here. We did get an SMT in this quarter for the long. Don't know what that was. We got SMT at the low for the long. Like today's been a perfect example of great quarter to quarter SMT on the 15-minute. Do you think that this helps viewers?
Yeah, I think so. So, oh, finally breaking through.
Mm-hmm. If we come to hit target, that's our two dads, one trade. Play out, bro. Play it. Play it out. This is good. Let's go. Let's flip this daily open, which you might have thought happened here with that expansion at 10 o'clock. But as we know, right above New York, or the True Day Open, we got that impulse model to sell. That'd have been a really good sell.
For
So
that, yeah.
12 minutes of just straight
Another
down.
3 minutes?
Yeah, 3 minutes. Our daily, that's too high a time frame. There we go. Yeah, these my still zone's just in the fair value gap, but hawkish is bearish. Hawks swoop down, doves fly up. Always got to remember that, like like mnemonically. Dirt, dirt. All right, get out of here. Remember, if you have a high time frame bias and it plays out, there should be 3 entries. So this higher time frame Wyckoff that we're seeing here, this was the spring on S&P, the 500. The 500 swept this low, Nas held the low, so Wyckoff schematic still playing out it back into demand. So we're pushing out of that demand a 1, 2, and then maybe our third entry be here to continuate for continuation. But POC trade didn't go very far.
Mm-hmm. Nice entry.
Oh, see, I thought that if I hit this, it would. New drawings will not be synced. So these are all old drawings that are synced. Okay. And I think I don't want the drawings down on here, just on here. So on the high, when I'm doing like small lines on the 1 3 minute, they looked like shit on the higher time frame. Baby, no. All right, we didn't quite quite break the breaker. So we did sweep internal liquidity finally, which is crazy. We got our inducement.
Yeah, sorry.
Change of direction happened here to take out the high. So this is our demand. We want demand to hold. Maybe at the low of the breaker. There are no fair value gaps.
Yeah, and that's usually a sign of a really tricky day.
Yeah, big sign.
Yeah,
Big sign.
I'm sure a lot of people lost their accounts today. Really tough trade.
You know, the hourly went perfectly into its fair value gap, V-shaped reaction. So we had low, we came up, put in this high, inducement, put in this high, inducement, put in this high. So we had 3 candles back to back to back with all 3 inducement, no mitigation. But then we smashed and we took it all out. So our V shape here. What's the one that took? It had to be this. It did not come up that high though. Interesting. Interesting. But yeah, V shape. Boop, boop, boop.
And the ugly 15-minute lows, doji. Really indecisive.
So the anatomy of a trade, right? From the V-shaped reaction. Inside the V-shaped reaction, we have the POC. We'll have to name that obviously differently, right?
Yeah.
Inside there was a flip that happened here, so we can say flip. Baby is not a happy camper right now. And then it originated in here, right after that. So I'm going to say we had our origin here, right, in this V-shaped reaction. So in that V-shaped reaction, we came to the flip here, which would have been this little guy. Right, because if it was going to go bullish, this is the flip and this is the origin. If it was going to carry on, but it broke the flip and the origin. So, right, it came up, tap. We'll actually just highlight the actual flip. Boom, there's your flip inside the V-shaped reaction. Internal POC was the first trade. We could have gotten that a little short there. Then it came back up to the flip, short. And now the only thing left in this V shape is the origin. So we're either going to get this trade to play out to the origin up here, or we're wrong. That makes sense?
That makes total sense.
All right. I think so. Like, I can probably say that 10 different ways, 10 different times, so that it doesn't get old or boring. But that's kind of like, I guess, if we were going to punctuate how we do lessons, it's probably got to be something similar to that. Just over and over again. Like, 1 hour, V shape. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Cool. Inside the 1 hour, 15 minute, what did we see on the 15 minute? Oh, also a big fair value gap. But what we got on the 15 minute is an internal POC, right? So we had this low, made this high, we held demand, we came up, we broke that high here with this pullback or sell to buy. So then that gives us a 15-minute point of interest, right? Because it's just a fair value gap. So what behind the fair value gap? This is an imbalance. We need structure behind it. This is the sell to buy. So we're going to turn that into a little internal breaker and watch for a trade to happen there. Very cool. So when we get up there on our lower TF, that was hourly. So this happened here. This happened. Oh, I don't have that on. Okay, so cool. I'll figure that out again another way. It was here. This internal, right? Where's my... Oh, it's actually the 345A. It's over here. Ah, it's in here. Okay. There we go. So this, boom, pull back, new high, pull back, new high, pull back, new high. So that didn't take it. That didn't take it. We took it in this corner. So this should be the POC that should matter. And this change of direction right here. And we didn't make it there. So this was the buy to sell that would have been most interesting to have mitigated. It did not mitigate that high. Because so this low, this is a quarter, right? So we have this quarterly low, which could be a POC. This could be a breaker, right? We got a trade here off of this breaker to go down. Early session. This is 7 a.m. Boom. That gave us our second leg down, second push. Boom. Good trade. Then we came up. We mitigated the teal breaker. Boom. We came all the way down. We mitigated the. We just missed this one. The change happened there.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Okay. So now we're on to seeing if we can hit up this little flip area right here, which is a time-based, it's a 4-hour opening price. And it taps this internal breaker where we changed price. Yeah, that seems like a decent target. Doesn't have to go there, but right now I'd be willing to put my stop underneath that low.
I think so too, yeah.
I can't though, it closes though. How about now? We can do tick stop. How about now? There's a 5-point stop.
Oh, that's good. Nice push.
Let's go. We're gonna flip this daily open again. Whenever we like put in overlays and that kind of stuff, I'm trying to figure out how I can screenshot the SMT screen and then put it in so that I can use it on my on the screen, on the stream screen. That's a pretty new big skill. I feel like I need like a studio boss down here, like with plugins and like buttons, so I can say, okay, I want to flip to that screen. I want to flip to that screen. Because in order for me to do any of that, like I have to go over here. That kind of breaks frame. Like, oh, what's happening?
All right. This is pushing.
Oh, I think we're right on our trade, dude. I think we're totally right.
Yeah, look at that.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
Trade.
Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-da. This is how we do it. Oh yeah, I was gonna. I should make my home account notify me when my channel account goes live. Does that make sense? Like, I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I would not be terrified or against partialing right about here, because we're at an origin, we're at True Day Open. That's a strong high. Entirely possible to give us a little pullback here, at least, if minimal, a pullback.
Yeah. Wow, beautiful.
Or it could just keep raging. Come on, let's go target. Dude, if this goes straight to target, we're like pretty sure that's a 95-point move.
Right.
Yeah. There's your 2 a.m.
Come on, push.
Did you see that the conservative party leader was interviewed by Jordan Peterson? I put it in.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know you had a podcast actually.
Jordan?
Jordan, yeah.
Oh, dude, I've been listening to Jordan's podcast for 2+ years.
It's good. Oh yeah.
Well, if you know Jordan, it's good, but it's also like heady for the sake of being heady.
Right.
Like doesn't have to be quite as lectury. But I mean, I get it. I mean, this guy
Right.
is.
Right.
That's who he
He's a
is.
professional after all.
Apex getting sued. Ooh.
Yeah, I saw that.
You heard about that?
Yeah.
Interesting to litigate on those guys. Like, I mean, if it's, I think that'd be a domino, if anything else, right? Like, what's happening?
Okay.
We're taking out Apex. Oh, we got to take out, whatever prop firm A, whatever prop firm B, because they're all the same.
Oh, that same shit.
I'm actually really curious about this Pasadena fire. Like, that's a place
Oh,
that they don't let burn
that
down.
crashes down. Damn it.
I told you it was going to pull back.
Gee.
Knew it was going to pull back. Well, it might not be a huge pullback, but yeah. True day open. True day open, partial style would have given us 70 points. So if we pull 4 off, I think that's like two 140 times 4, so 60, so 560. 560 total off of pulling 4 micros off right there. We're just not to target yet. Tell you what, Imangatsi does really good editing.
Oh man, this is just
Yeah, that looks like a proper pivot, but it just retested the
really.
breaker high. Oop. I said when we close above the breaker, we're going to come back and retest the breaker, and then we're going to continue going up.
Yeah.
That's what we do. I know Naz like the back of my hand. Oh, what's that? I've never seen that before. Okay, maybe not. Hilarious. Like I'm on YouTube. I'm literally looking for the live that we're doing on my channel. I can't see it. Okay. One person watching. I think that's you.
I had to think.
If I watch it, we'll have 2 people watching. We're gonna have.
Hey, that's already a start, man.
Yep. Hey.
Hey, that's good. There you go. What was the target again?
The 2200 high. So my target on price would be 20. Wait, this is not our micros price, but 21,183 on CFD. Literally just this change of direction here. This buy to sell that took the low
Yeah.
of this quarter happened right there. So it's like it's a gimme. It's a gimme shot. It's a gimme shot that took an hour and 42 minutes to play out. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm looking at our screen on my phone. All right. So my face definitely covers up this 4-hour chart. Oh, yeah. Here we go. It's about to tag out of this trade.
There you go.
Make money, baby.
Yes.
Done. It didn't take the profit line. It didn't actually hit it, pulled back. Look. What a hooker. That's all right. That hourly candle looks real strong. Where'd it come from? Our 15-minute flip off of our 5-minute origin. Boom. It is fractal, folks. Fractal.
Beautiful.
Understand that. Do not sit on the 1 minute looking for origins and flips. No. Bad trader. What? What's the number there? What's the high there? 21,183.1. What I say it was 23,183.8. So we were 70 cents off our target. Oh, dang. Now we're back below midnight open. We're back into a lower time frame sell to buy that broke the high. So technically this is the first demand zone. Right? And we'll look at that on, let's look at it on, say, the 15-second time frame. As we move through, that's too much Higgs. Right? Where was our last sell to buy that broke the high? Right here, internally, right? Internal inducement. So we would be looking for anything from this flip or below. So we'll call this flip the flip. And where did it hit? Actually, why do I want that? I don't want that. I want this. I want this flip, because if this demand was going to hold here, it held. But we took out the inducement internally to put a wick here into this fair value gap, which is our breaker high test in this reaccumulation area that made the high. Test 1, fail. Test 2, new high. Where did we transition? Where did price transition out of? Right inside this sell to buy, we changed direction. So we have a CST inside this group of candles, and then the transition would have to happen somewhere inside this candle and this candle. So we go down lower in the time frame. Look at what we have here, family. We have an internal POC, a fair value gap, and we have our inducement liquidity. So it's not unheard of, it's not insane to buy out of that area. Let's call this liquidity or inducement. Right? So there's your reason why. Why did that hold? Because this is a manipulation under inducement that made a new high. It happened here. This is our 1 minute order block. Is it going to hold? Look, we just created a high after breaking internal structure, mitigating the higher leg, putting in an inducement low, failing at the high to sweep the inducement low back into what is the new demand. We'll call it order block. Oops, that's fine too. Boom, OB buy, right? We took out inducement liquidity here. Guys, this is happening on the 5-second chart. There's your inducement liquidity, come into order block, and we start the process over again. Does this make the new high? This is all inducement, obviously, for this flip, right? See, we have our V shape right here. V shape, unmitigated. Does it come through, mitigate the V shape? Definitely on its way up there. Now, is this...
Going up?
Now we need to make a new high. Mind you, this purple box here is a sell zone. This is a supply zone. We sold perfectly out of it. So not crazy to think that we just missed the the TP, right?
Yeah.
So now we're back into this. Now if we're going to continue this process, this was our inducement right here. Liquidity for order block entry here. Inducement, right? So this is now buy side liquidity for selling. Change of direction happened up here. So inducement for the change of the state of delivery right here. Oh, what a gapper. That's different. Must be, no, maybe more inducement. Back into the origin of the move. So now we've doubled up our inducements. Double bottom, sweep liquidity, hold the low. Here's a sell to buy. That should take the high. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it wanted to take inducement first. Induce out. Or it just swept our equal highs here, and now it's coming for the lows. It's only got 2 options, guys.
We got 2 more minutes.
Go up
11:50.
or go down. Anyway, so that's our fractal model. We went in there and took all that. Little, what the heck? Get out of there. Wait, I don't know where that came from. Oh yeah, now we're sweeping. Yeah, I mean, but that was perfect, right out of our sell zone.
Yeah.
Like, if we were going to get into that short, that'd have been a perfect target. So, are we holding our long, anticipating that 0.7 cents? Or are we getting out of our long and reassessing for a possible short scenario to play out? Because we are a premium of the 6-hour range. See, our 6-hour range is right there, right? Here's a couple fun things, right? So this quarter took this quarter's low. This quarter did not take this quarter's low, but we're looking for SMT on other instruments. The other instruments did indeed take that low, back deeper into their demand zone. So that was our intel, right? Our look in. We had that option. This thing just, yeah, how much more? Oh, I have 10 more minutes in this. Is this a giant hourly pullback in the last 10 minutes, or could we predict higher prices?
Maybe just pull back to go back up.
I'd like to see it. We did leave a little gap there underneath the breaker retest. And there's no wick on the candle that started back here on the 5-minute. There's really no wick, no mitigation happened in this candle. So anything below that needs to be mitigated, and it's in discount of our breaker. Say all that to say, be patient, let it pull back, see if we can get back in. That's right, team. Dang, this thing has at least a 30-second.
Delay?
At least a 30-second delay, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I need to turn on this little heater I have on the floor, because it gets cold in this room, dude. Cold in this room. Zoom to fill. Looks good. It might be too much on the screen. The 4-hour mitigated its 4-hour flip. You see here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would have been. It's not going to happen that way. Would have been here. Right? Which is the 10 o'clock. Yeah, so we nailed the target.
Right.
We just weren't lucky on the fill.
Yeah.
So that's all right. We're back under true day open, so maybe the little inducement sweep there with the true day open's enough to fuel another push. But as you know, as we know, FOMC doesn't play like that. All right, so next time we just start like, I think the code is encoded And I was trying too hard. I'm watching the screen to see how long it takes for me to come back to the seat. Dang, that's like a minute.
Oh, really? Jesus.
It's a long time. It's all right. Another test off that breaker. I wonder, since we OFC'd twice on the 3 minute, if that wasn't a little sell. Inducement for the high. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I think we got the narrative right.
Yeah.
These are the days that are a little bit, it would seem like a little bit easier to trade. If we know we're going to be in a range, then we should not be expecting new highs and lows. We should be scalping the internal highs and lows.
All right, let's see if there's that last push at the last 5 minutes.
There's our last 5 minute candle. So if we see here, there's a little gap on our 5 minute. And that candle, I think, just went into that little gap. Oh yeah, by a tick. Good. I don't know if that one candle's inducement's enough to make a difference, but we did leave this more in discount devil's mark, so could be that.
Is that what it's called? Devil's Mark?
Yeah, I don't know who titled it that. Somebody said it once. I think it was in TOTK that I picked that out.
Okay.
I don't think my guy's going to ever get back to me. Already did that. I did a review for Abdul Kalam. I did that already. Muhammad Khalid. Everybody's in Pakistan or somewhere out there.
They're super smart people, and they don't cost very much money.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's. I mean, the guy charged me $120, and then I tipped him $20. I didn't know it was supposed to be a tip situation for them. So.
Oh, do they have tips? Really?
Yeah, I got once I did the feedback, they were like, it's customary to tip your designers, blah, blah, blah. And then I gave like an option 15, 20, 25%. So I was like, well, I'm in the service industry, so I should.
Yeah, you get it.
Got to give back. Huh. We're at the halfway point of the 5 minute candle. We've mitigated internal POC. We tapped into the breaker, into the fair value gap. I wonder if a Mac Mini would push everything I need onto the three screens, freeing up a different screen for like studio style, manipulating the screen, so we can put on like animations or different colors or pictures or whatnot. Be like, hey, that's kind of like foghorns and whatnot. Party, let's go. All right, I'm plugged up here. This looks good. It's our last 3-minute candle.
Last minute.
Last 1 minute. 1 minute. What does it do? Does it take inducement, tap the 2, and come down? Makes sense if it does. You and I both would like to see 183.8 run through. I wouldn't mind taking the high of the 6-hour quarter, but I don't think we're going to do that in 1 minute, sir.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. So there's our 6-hour quarter, which is our Q3. So moving on to Q4. Which is an interesting kind of look at it, right? So from the open, we accumulated. Looks like from about 6 o'clock, we manipulated. 12 o'clock is our noon time. So if this is our manipulation, then we have we have a continuation or a reversal.
That 1 hour is kind of indecisive.
Yeah, it was a good. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it held the low and made a new high. But we're just inside this imbalance on the 1 hour. So then we see our 12 o'clock candle open low. There's a flip right there at the 50%. I mentioned this not having a wick on it. 50% of the breaker, New York open, all that. It's below daily open and true day open. Is it a target to sweep it turtle to move higher? Wouldn't be opposed to making our stop loss in profit. Does that seem fair?
Mm-hmm.
So we have inducement, origin, flip. One more pee break. Then you want to start a new project?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. All right, it's getting dangerously close to our stop loss. All right, so I was gonna either we get taken out of this trade, it holds the flip, this 10 a.m. price, or game over, squad. We might have lost, but we would have made profit. So
Oh,
yeah. We might end this on a cliffhanger. What do you think? Do they get to keep in the trade or find out tomorrow? Same bad time, same bad channel. And then, we open up, hey, this was the result of the trade. This is how we journal it. Now let's do our top down. So it's like always kind of flowing into the next scene, next scene. Like, okay, well, yesterday this was our trade. Obviously, whatever time we shut the live down, but we want to go back. We want to look at that trade. We want to figure that out. Let's log it. This is what our journal activity looks like. Okay, let's make some mental. Is it going to go? Let's make some mental notes for ourselves, like how we can, hey, we should have partialed or blah, 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 blah.
right.
No, that's perfect. I do think that being able to see our open prices and talking through our quarterly sessions, how they change things. So this SMT was a big deal. There was an SMT here, I think, too. I'm looking. What's the blue candle on?
Wait.
Where's my... Come on, thing. I don't understand. Maybe I should plug this in.
Do it.
Oh, that's our trade.
Yeah. It's just rocking. There's no resistance whatsoever. You made equal lows, or are you gonna be taken out?
Okay, that's fine. So we're looking at yeah, there's a gap on the on the Dow
Is there?
down here somewhere.
Okay.
Pardon me. And it's a origin flip, which we've tested twice on ours already.
Okay.
That's good. All right, squad. Well, that's our Two Dads, One Trade live stream. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and we will come back tomorrow to see more. Until then, stay calm.
Take care.